6923 if you'd like to talk to constitutional attorney Kris Anne Hall. I cannot understand how this could go through a court system. I mean, are they going to appeal it? Is this man going to get, is anybody there to help him? Or is he just, it's done, it's over, and he's going to be in jail for 15 months?
No, well, here, the good news is that he can appeal it. He needs some attorneys who are willing to step up and help him. The reason he has a public defender is because he cannot afford to hire his own attorney. Now the federal government, in addition to the 15 months in prison, is going to make him pay over $130,000 to the federal government for damage that never happened. And so we need some attorneys who are willing to step up and help these people and help them facilitate an appeal. I can't do that. There's no way for me to be able to take up a case. That is not my expertise anyway. And we need people who are understanding in this expertise that are willing to do this. We need people in the community who are educated, who will stand up and actually protest this court and this judge. See, the problem is, Joyce, is that the federal government has circumvented the Constitution by creating administrative law courts. And these administrative law courts are courts that are run by the executive agency, where the attorneys are paid by the executive agency, the judge is paid by the executive agency, and now they've gone one step further, Joyce. They have started a trend. They take judges out of retirement to handle these controversial cases because a judge who is actually retired is accountable to no one.
Oh, my goodness.
He cannot be removed. He cannot be impeached. Well, I guess he can be impeached, but Congress hasn't impeached anybody in so long that it's practically a scarecrow. It has absolutely no power. Impeachment has no power at all. And he has no accountability with the people because he's retired.
I just am sickened by this story, for sure. There's so many like that.
Okay, what Kris Anne Hall just said on the Joyce Riley show about this trend of bringing judges out of retirement so that nobody can ever hold them accountable is exactly what happened in Schaeffer Cox. There was no federal judge in the state of Alaska that would take Schaeffer Cox's case, so they had to bring this old judge out of retirement. I think his name is Judge Robert J. Bryan, and he's deaf. He couldn't hear half the things that were going on in the court. He was so old. And half the time he couldn't hear, he followed the lead of these evil reprobate serpent Steve Scrocky and this daughter of Belial, Yvonne Lamoureux. And he just followed their lead. And he couldn't hear what was going on. So I want you guys to make a note that that's exactly the way the federal government does. They bring these judges out of retirement, and nobody can hold them accountable because they're not afraid of being impeached, right? And in Schaeffer's case, that's exactly what they did. They brought Judge Robert J. Bryan out of retirement, and that way nobody could ever hold him accountable by impeaching him because he's already in retirement anyway.